what you're going to see tonight is it's not a show, but in a sense it is. It's our opportunity to show you what it is that we've been experiencing in the past 3.5 weeks. So you'll hear encampers speak from what they've learned in their workshops. They'll speak from how their field trips have impressed them. You'll be hearing their reflections on everything that they've seen, and they'll be expressing that in music, in song, in dance, in spoken word, and rap. So I hope you enjoy this, but I also hope you know that this group is a great group of encampers. Yeah. Thoroughly enjoyed. They're gifted, they're outspoken, they're committed, they're filled with fire of resistance and fight back. So we hope to not only share the experiences of these 3 weeks, but to share the spirit of these young people who've been with us. Thank you. Enjoy the evening.
Since I was 5, I loved fishing with my dad and brother. It's funny, because I always struggled to keep silent and still in my chair. I found myself reeling in my line to check for a fish every 5 minutes. My dad yelled at me to be patient, but I enjoyed it. That's how we bonded. I admired the beauty of nature with every bird chirping and being surrounded with the color green in every direction. My uncle directed my desire of nature by introducing me to hunting at the age of 10. We were roaming around the woods looking for a deer, but my eyes were looking up to see how tall each tree was. Let me tell you, night fishing at Cartwright Lake was breathtaking because you were able to see millions of stars in the sky with no sound of cars or boats nearby. One night, I saw the most amazing view of my life. 3 shooting stars flew across the sky. It was amazing because it was like they were chasing each other, like how I would play with my brother and sister. I may be a hunter and a fisher, but I respect nature and how she works. Guys, I'm not a tree hugger, but I am proud to protect God's creatures and be able to appreciate the wilderness. With 414 cities in America drowning underwater in 5 to 10 years, a lot of habitats and animals are going to die. I hope to hunt a deer before the coastline moves a couple miles inland. Do any of you guys know what caused it? We, us humans, are cause of it. And I still believe that we are able to change it. Every future is not set.
They called me whitewashed nomás porque I didn't dress like them, didn't act like them, use proper English, lo que comía, where I shopped, the classes I took, y los deportes que jugaba. They knew I was Mexican, but just because I didn't act like one, which I don't understand what that means, they picked on me. If they would have wanted to know more about me, they should have asked instead of judging me and who my friends were. I am proud of my roots and being from Sonora y Sinaloa, Mexico. I am not ashamed to represent my culture in any way. I actually speak fluent Spanish, enjoy dancing and listening to the music just as much as those who talked about me. I also got my friends who like Spanish music. I can't just name one specific dish because all Mexican food is delicious, but I really do like chicken enchiladas. If they stopped being glued on the way I acted at school, calling me names and assuming things about me, they would have known that we have the same challenges and that my life wasn't as perfect as they thought it was. Ellos no sabían que lo que me estaban diciendo me estaba afectando en la persona que iba a ser ahora. You can call me whitewashed. Yes, it bothers me, but I've learned to appreciate my culture and I still have to face the same kind of struggles as a Latina. Those labels don't define me.
Next stop, it will be a reflections on our trip to Springfield.
This side of town, we cut black people with our looks. We ask questions with our glares. In this town, we pay double the amount just to keep poor folk dying. Because our culture goes more than greens and empanadas. We have a culture of neoliberalism and classism. In this town, we have wraparound patios and big lawns. In this town, we rich. We eat $7 watermelon. We so colored on this side of town, our libraries don't open for us. Our stores limited. In this town, sidewalks get smaller. Buildings are built just a little bit closer. In this town, your watermelon $3.90. You find your faces on bottles of soap. In this town, you hear your music. You get plates made at grocery stores. A smile when you order. Houses are complexes, representing the PIC, prison industrial complexes. Boarded up houses runs over community. These are the, on this side of town, you see yourself in me.
Yes,
The grocery stores I went to had a different experience. Food Zone had a multicultural food spices, as I was back in the South. Reason for being the lemon pepper, the fish, and the shrimp. Honey Farm had made me feel like I was really back in Mississippi because of the corner store, like down south. Big Y had everything from fish to steak. The prices were higher though than the other stores, like the watermelon at Food Zone was 39 cents a pound, and at Big Y it was $4.99 with a silver card, and without it was $6.99.
Big Y was a massive place for a grocery store. The smell was wonderful. Plastic? For a grocery store, it should be pretty cheap food, right? A watermelon was the same size at Food Zone, but how much was it? $7 for without membership, $5 with. I grabbed the watermelon and weighed it. 10 pounds. At Food Zone, it will cost $3.90, compared to $5 or $7. At least they're ripping off white people. I say this because I was surrounded with white faces staring at us. You could feel them judging us. I really didn't know what to do since at Food Zone, I felt welcome. The employees we talked to, they smiled. They showed human emotions. As I walked down the plain white aisles surrounding me, I found myself feeling manufactured, and I felt my uniqueness slip away in order to adjust to my new surroundings. I felt welcome at Food Zone, but why is it different here? I loved Food Zone in the lower class community. They had uniqueness. It was truly diverse. And as you take your first step, I could smell food, not plastic. And I love food. I feel that all grocery stores should follow Food Zone. Be unique, diverse, enjoyable, cheap, and all should serve different culture food items instead of corn dogs, chicken, potato wedges, and other greasy food.
When I walked in, it smelled like my mother's food. I could still see the smile on my mother's face as she cooked. It was the same smile the woman behind the counter had. The store had a lot of good snacks, like the second store, which had many snacks, like crab snacks. The man behind the counter was friendly and nice. I saw they had chocolate muffins like the Big Y, but the workers at the Big Y weren't really nice. The workers were watching us like we were a freak show. But why? We were just customers. But I felt like a prisoner being watched. Like prey being watched by a tiger. Like a colored woman in a white store. I could feel the stares through my soul, taking me apart piece by piece. Where's the color?
Big Y was a multicultural TM. It wasn't right. This was America? American? If so, then what am I, a stranger? The stares of fear so clear as if my very presence poses to them danger. What is that? Ramen? You call that rice? Whose culture is this? It damn sure ain't mine. I walk through aisles for skincare and hair care, and I wonder for whom. I can't use sulfate in my hair, and the foundations are only as dark as the color of this room. How was I to care for myself, but I assume I don't matter? After all, they gave us swords with cheap poison, so we can't climb society's ladder. You keep the health for your wealthy parts, and if you are going for cultural food, you miss the mark. The farther we get from ourselves, the smoother the road feels on the way to your America. This wasn't a mistake. In Big Y, a lady got an attitude, and when we turned around, she shook and feel like a child. Like we might say, we'll put you in timeout, Monica. This wasn't a mistake. In Food Zone, the cashier smiled and said, have a good day. In Big Y, it was as if we were being stared down by trained glass eyes. They always tell us this isn't your country. There's no mistake why.
Wait, I don't understand. It all happened so quick. How can I walk into something so familiar but feels so different? I don't understand. I walked in thinking I knew where I was. I walked in and instantly a smell. It was stuffy, it was old. I saw all these flags, I saw all this diversity. I just didn't understand, so I kept walking. I saw people like me, but I kept on walking. They were filled with culture and their own struggle, but we still kept on walking. Then another smell, so I followed it. I smelled rice and beans and meats and spices. I smelled something similar to home, but that wasn't the end, so we got in the car and we started to drive. And we drove to this Big Y, whatever this Big Y is, we walked in. And instantly I felt eyes on me. When one set of eyes left, another set followed me, but I kept on walking. We looked for products of diversity and we couldn't find any, so we kept on walking. Something with different colors, races, ethnicities, something. But we just kept on walking. The deeper we walked, the more unsafe I felt. So we got in the car and we started to drive through the neighborhood. When we started to drive, the deeper in we went, the more I saw the broken down houses and buildings and stores turn into big mansions and gates 3 times the size of my own house, driveways 3 times the size of my own home. But we kept on driving. The farther we drove, the more I smelt money. The farther we drove, the more I got sick. The farther we drove, the more I felt like I was trespassing. The farther we drove, I felt unsafe. But this doesn't make sense. We were in the same town, drove a couple blocks, same people, same town, but oh so different.
On this street is the 9-to-5 dream. I can see block parties and kids holding sparklers, family picnics and barbecue dads. But nobody is home. Sidewalks ready to be walked on were empty. Doors closed to the outside world. No one is home, living the 9-to-5 dream. The next street, the homes were close together, just like the people. The sidewalks were small but actually used. Where the sidewalks grew, the people grew further apart. Only one man walked out of his home to grab his paper, to read what was going on around him, because he wasn't out there to live it.
It's like 2 different worlds, where poverty is normal, where diversity is common, where everyone is always outside, where warm welcomings are promised, where culture is relevant. Then there's the other one, where every corner you look, it's a mansion, where you never catch a single soul outside, where everything is very bland, where culture is irrelevant, where Big Y is American owned. Springfield, Massachusetts.
Food Zone had flags from different countries showing culture from each individual. The food provided for different tastes, no concern by the size or color of our group. Big Y was different. I saw the way they watched my friends, eyes asking what I'm doing with the group like them. Nobody questions my integrity. Nobody smiles nervously when they look my way. What is the change? The big white society is only rich by the money they make. They're not rich in kindness, and they aren't willing to open to anyone but someone of their kind.
Society, society, society. You judge me, put me at the bottom, and tell me who you think I should be. You belittle my worth. You tell me I should be selling drugs, that I belong in a cell isolated from all my loved ones. You say I should just stick to what I know and not expand my knowledge. You say success just isn't for me, that I don't deserve to be recognized for the intelligent young man that I've become. You look at my life and try to create negative things for people to look at, portray me to be someone I'm not. You and I both know you're wrong for telling me these things, but it's okay because I have the power to define who I am. I have the power to be me.
Society wants me to have light skin and straight hair. Society says I have to have hazel eyes and a curvy body. That I need to keep my mouth shut, mind my business. That I have to look like a goddess. But guess what? I determine my future, not society.
Society tells me that as a black woman and a dark-skinned black woman, colorism isn't real. That I'm ugly, burnt, bashful for abusing hoe. That my hair is ugly and I pop out children in Section 8 housing. That my mental struggle doesn't matter. That I'm irrational and I'm crazy. That I'm dirty. That I'm so repulsive that not even the men of my race can love me. That my sexual assault is normal. That it's my purpose and I deserve it. That I want attention and my anger is invalid. That my struggle is all in my head, and no matter what, the man, much as the black man, has never hurt me. Society tells me that I can't grow hair, and that the black woman has never struggled. Society tells me that it's my fault if black men are disrespectful to me, and it's my fault if they hate me, and it's my fault if black men choose to leave their family and not society's. Society tells me that my only value is my body, and if I don't look a certain way, then I'm a defect, and I deserve to be humiliated and ridiculed. And I'm still not allowed to be angry.
That part.
Society tells me that misogynoir doesn't exist, and that my struggle doesn't exist, but my struggle is my fault.
Go on!
As an Asian man, society tells me to be somebody who studies all the time, who has to be a lawyer, a doctor, or a computer engineer. I have the power to define who I am and to be who I want to be.
As a Native American, society wants me to neglect my past. Society wants me to drink my life away. Society expects me to go nowhere in life. Society tells me to believe in religion and not my own. I won't let society define who I am.
As a mixed girl, society tells her she does not belong in either circle. That she doesn't know enough Spanish, or that she speaks too much like a white girl. That she can't identify as Latina, that she is too white. Society tells her she is not tan enough, not dark enough, but that she is too tan. But she has the power to be heard.
Go ahead.
Society tells me that my black life doesn't matter. That I should rape women, I should sell drugs. Society tells me I should be complacent. They tell me that I don't come from a legacy of greatness, but I have the power to determine who I am.
You better go. Come on now, say it for the people in the back.
Society
tell me that my Haitian history and my black history doesn't even matter. Society tell me that nothing matters. But I decide who I am, not society.
Society tells me I must be a housewife. I must obey the men in my family. I must not better myself. That I'll never be as smart and talented as men. But I have the power to determine who I am.
This land is your land. This land is my land. From California to the New York Island, from the Redwood Forest to the Gulf Stream waters. This land was made for you and me.
Is this land your land? It's sure not ours. Stealing from others, you sure traveled far. Already had Africa, it wasn't enough. Came to the Americas, indigenous lives you did snuff. From California to the New York Islands, you took from others and thought that was it, that you win. Broke your promises, I'm not a fan. Your country is built on lies. Over 90% of us died. Broken treaties stole our land, though I would sing your song and play pretend. Raped our women, colonized our sons, and just when we thought you were done, put us on this piece of land, no wealth in the ground, where we stand. While alcoholism in your police, we asked you to leave us be. We said please. You put pipes to our sacred land, and all my culture put a ban. We're dehydrated, our existence hated, our rights are debated. On mentations we were mated, and against our faith cremated. We won't wait to be vindicated. We will keep fighting.
Is this land really our land? I feel so out of place on this land full of hatred and greed, this land that was not made for me to succeed, this place where I struggle to be heard, be seen, and to be free.
This land is free, and you've traveled far and long, many boat rides, train rides, and plane rides. You've come from all different sides. Through all that struggle and pain, there is so much to gain. In this great land, there are so many people to meet, and so many new things to discover. However, there's more to uncover. Voices taken and children shaken. So many people blinded by society. What happened to this great land?
This is not my land. The land that y'all told me to stand out, but tell me that I'm less of a man. The land that y'all told me I'm a threat to the community that raised me. This is not my land. The land that broke me, tore me apart, tortured me, lied on me, enslaved my ancestors, shot my brothers, raped my sisters, told me I was nothing, told me I was less than a white man. But this is my land. The land that you took my identity and painted a picture for me to fit myself into. The land that you told me I need to be dressed a certain way in order to get respected. The land where you told me I have to fear the face of an op. The land where you told me I have to be polite to an officer unless my life will be taken. The land where you told me that if I want to be successful, I better act a certain way. You tell me that this is my land until you respect me like the man I am, keep it.
Have you ever realized that we bleed the same? Think about it. The color's the same and it's red. That should also mean we should be treated the same, right? Then why do I feel like I'm treated different? I live in one of the most racist states where it's common in schools as well. With the town having a history of being segregated, I think it's still present. 95% of the teachers don't look like me. I don't understand why my teacher makes me feel like I'm chained up and in jail and broken. Does it have to be a them? And why not us? I'm not different. How can someone with lighter skin ask for the same type of help and get it, but whenever I ask, I never get that type of help? It's hard to get. I feel like I have to work even harder. It makes me feel unwanted, like I'm not even there. I think my education has suffered because of things like Common Core and PART. It's putting a strain on me and my learning, things that are not on the test, and things that they think we already know, but we haven't been taught. The only way I see this could change is by bringing higher authority into the problem, making them aware, and also bringing in more teachers regardless of the race, and that could represent me and understand my challenges. We're supposed to be all equal, but we're all treated differently, and it makes me feel confused. I thought we were there for one thing, to learn the same thing and not be left behind. Remember, we're created by the same creator.
We need more people in the world that want to lead. Give the children knowledge, water the seed. Fight for the community, do the good deed. Our community's got problems, pull them out like some weeds. Only then can the people really be free. Free to read, free from greed, free from need, free to keep our lives, free to leap towards goals. Not a single hoodie with bullet holes. Presidents that respect the voter in the polls. We need more people to lead.
Leadership.
Who are you to tell me if I'm a leader or not? Some argue that it's predetermined by fate, but personally, I find that statement to be fake. Anyone can lead. It's not exclusive for those with a degree. There are leaders everywhere. Teachers, babysitters, older brothers, older sisters, moms, dads. But we are taught and conditioned to believe that good leaders are exclusive to the U.S. nation. Yet we all know that's not true. Leaders. Some say it's predetermined by fate, but I think that statement's fake. Am I a leader yet? Oh, yes, I am.
Nevaeh. Independent, motivated, unique, and generous. The daughter of Andre Ayers and Marion Miley. Lover of writing, music, and my family. Who feels happy when people are always smiling? Who feels sad when I have to leave my mom or dad? Who feels mad when respect is not given? Who gives love, hope, and respect? Who fears losing my family? Who fears not becoming who I'm supposed to be? Who fears not accomplishing my life goals? Who would like to see my family proud of me? Who would like to see my siblings succeed? Who would like to see my baby cousins grow up? Who lives in Holyoke, Massachusetts?
Leaving the small town, urging to break away from the closed mindset. There are no questions asked, no pride to be different. There is no change, no movement, no thoughts about anyone but ourselves. I need to break away.
Yeah. Jada Lee Wiedemuth Randolph. Daughter of Jennifer and Richard, lover of family, beaches, and her tribe, who feels inspired when with her tribal people, passionate when she is not heard, and is strong when she is with her sisters, who is given the tribal name Dancing Butterfly, who fears to be disappointing, making no improvement, and being defeated, who would like to see equality, justice, and change, and who lives on the land where her ancestors came from on Martha's Vineyard, Randolph.
Kimberly, cheerful, curious, simple, who feels the judgments about her identity, who feels like she can't be herself in a country where we are all free, who fears walking alone even in the good part of town, who feels like who fears the people who are supposed to protect her, who works twice as hard, who pushes through the negativity, who fights for those without a voice, who fights for justice, who wants to make this world a better place.
I'm from a city where they hate and they don't want to see you win. Family change up on you, you supposed to be my kin. Smiling in my face, knowing you're not my friend. But I'm going to keep my head high and keep it real to the end. When I'm by myself, I think a lot about my past. Remember, I was 16, then I had a car crash. Remember, I was selling dope and it had me late for class. Growing up fast, all I really cared about was cash. My mama used to cry when I didn't come home at night. Got into it with my girl and all she wanted to do was fight. Sometimes I just want to hop on a plane and take flight. Can't wait till I can tell my mama that we gonna be all right. It's been a couple nights when I didn't have nowhere to sleep. Scrapping up change just to get something to eat. 2 a.m., y'all in bed and I'm out here in the streets. The streets too cold, so I gotta keep some heat. Remember when the feds tried to hit me with a case? I was just turning 17, trying to stay out the way. The feds don't give a damn. They don't want to see you win. They don't want to see you shine. They want you locked up in a pen. I remember nights when I was really down bad. I was by myself, picked up my pen and pad. What up by myself is all I really ever had. I gotta get it on my own, can't depend on mom and dad. Welcome to my city.
I am a carefree black girl. I move as I please. On the wind, my wings unfurl. I am a carefree black girl. I move with a jump, leap, and twirl. I travel with grace. I glide with ease. I am a carefree black girl. I move as I please. I am a black girl and carefree. I am more than a stereotype. Anger, sass, and sex is all they see. I am a black girl and carefree. I won't let what they say define me. For my happiness and freedom, I will fight. I am a black girl and carefree. I am more than a stereotype. am a carefree black girl, and sometimes I have to let go.
Español es mi primer idioma. Español is my first language. My first word was not mom, it was ma. Though they sound similar, they are quite different to me. Ma comes from the language my ancestors used. Mom comes from the language that was forced upon me. The American dream does not include my language. I must modify myself for the American dream. The American dream. It's a fantasy. Oh yes, the thought of a way better life with less struggles. But oh, mijo, no. To think that once the American dream was ours. The land we struggled to get to was ours. It was robbed from us, taken, like candy from a child. So why must there be that struggle of just getting a visa, the even bigger struggle to get a green card? Why must there be that interview, that dreadful interview? That stamp that controls your life. It's not fun, it's scary, terrifying even. Why must I be stuck in a cultural limbo? This is no dream. This is a nightmare. That nightmare that haunts me at night, the one that wakes you from your slumber. My people, mi gente, have awoken from the nightmare. They fought to no longer linger in it.
I am Haitian. Yeah. I came from people who love to fight with their ancestor and back in their head. The drum, the rum, the tom-tom. We break oppression with a single tongue. My family did it. My grandmother fight about it. The voodoo in my head did it. I am the Haitian people and the Haitian people are me. I would need more black gods, more like myself, more to mourn the death of black folk. I would need more black gods to scream at white silence, more to organize, more to love, to heal. I would need more black gods to create, to dream of houses in LA, then realize I'm black. More to work towards that house in LA, more to travel to the pyramids. I would need more black gods to fund black futures, to finesse the rich, to build power. I would need more black gods to write poems like this, read more books, love more, create more, live happier, listen to music, black music. I would need, if I could have many me's, they would need to be gods, able to switch from boardroom to Bronzeville, to West Side, the best side. I would need more to break down the ideology of white men. More to liberate my people, more to cry, more to die, more to live, more to forgive, but these are me.
Her art is not that good, but she continues to create. Her jokes aren't that funny, but she continues to laugh. She can be quiet, or she can outscream a concert. She says sorry too much to be unapologetic, but she continues to exist in a world that does not accept her. She wants to change the world, but she does not have a big enough impact, so she tries one person at a time. Born from patience and stardust, she believes in aliens because they believe in her. She loves the rain because it does not rain where she is from, and she knows the gray is not sad. She lets others wear her sweaters because she does not get cold. They say she has too many emotions that keep her too warm.
I sat on an oak. The more I heard, the less I spoke. I see through the night. I watch over my people for freedom and might. I'm mysterious and wise. I hear all of the lies, but I learn from the truth. I fly high over my village. I spread knowledge to the youth. As wise as a tree, as old as bark, I am the owl who sits in the dark.
I am not who society tells me to be. I am different and unique. You should be who you are and do not let society determine that. Society is telling me to be a one-size-fits-all, but we all have a different call. However, I like to volunteer and make people laugh. I love telling jokes and making people laugh. I am Filipino, and I will not conform to society's standards.
Let's get one thing straight, and one thing very straight. I will not be popping out any kids. Not at this age, and maybe never. Just 2 children some nights. I don't need your paltry love and affection, man. I tell you, I don't want it. Keep your hatred, keep your misogyny, keep your stereotypes. Do I scare you? Good. My skin is not repulsive. It's the culmination of my ebony ancestors dipped in melanin and gold. Do I scare you? Good. I am a child made of melanin and gold and of black power and toil and strife. Be scared.
Say it again for the sisters in the back.
Yes. Amen.
I am Boricua. Yes, I am Puerto Rican. In your eyes you see loud, fast talking, or a good girlfriend, a object. In my eyes I see soft spoken, a girl broken from society's eyes. People say Puerto Ricans are supposed to be this beautiful, goddess-like being, with straight hair and light skin, but no, honey, I am in venom, with curly hair.
Yes.
In my eyes, I am no object. No. I am human. People fantasize over the picture-perfect image of a Puerto Rican. I am that picture-perfect
You better go on, sis.
I am a young black man motivated to keep being who I am and not let this stupid system bring me down. I have a plan to make change and fight for me and my people's rights. I want everyone to know that I'm here for a reason. I want everyone here to know that I'm here for a reason, and that I will use my voice to create change and help others do the same. I'm hated by the system, but loved by my community, my family, and my ancestors. I'm proud to be me. I'm blessed with my beautiful black skin and my culture. I am hopeful that we will continue to grow. I have a vision for a bright, beautiful future. I have a vision for our future. I am ready to make change.
If you was me, bro, you would understand how complicated Brooklyn is. In the very south of Brooklyn, there's this one street in Coney Island called 30 Block. Almost every other day, close to every day, especially in the summer, some dude from the Pink Building ends up getting shot or is shooting somebody. Walking down the block feeling like I'm about to be next is not what I should be feeling. Families should not be flopping on planes because of what they think might happen. People should be able to come outside without the feeling that they might die. My community is unique. Bacon, egg, and cheeses, seeing ball players from all over the city, chicken spots filled with hungry people, people who speak in different languages, smoking any and everything, creating new relationships. Everywhere you go, you smell gas, a loud food aroma in the air because of the food carts on every corner. Tourists having fun, and just a few blocks away, it's a different story. I have anxiety of what could happen next. I should be able to walk through the block at night and not fear where I'll be at. Shooting at your fam isn't the way to go. Let's make Coney less complicated.
I hear helicopters at night, every single night. I've become so accustomed to the sound that when I don't hear them, something feels off. I worry for my brother. I am in fear of what will happen to my cousins. I pray for my family. I mourn the ones who were too young and went away too soon. There are murderers in my community. They wear badges. They kill my brothers and sisters with no remorse. His name was Damo. He had a family. He had friends. Her name was Rakia. She had a family. She had a life. She had people who loved her. His name was Laquan. He had a family. He left behind a daughter. She will never be able to see her father again. Another fatherless child. They are the reason I fight and resist against the system that wants me to fail. They are the reason I riot and protest and I hope and dream for a better tomorrow like they once did. Only for them, that tomorrow will never come. They took them away from us. They leave us homeless and hungry. They want us uneducated. But we will continue to thrive and be heard until we are able to avenge these names that were taken from us too soon. I hear helicopters at night. Every single night.
I'm confused, I just feel like in America they set me up to lose. Been through all this pain, but I was told it's just a bruise. And all this ignorance I'm hearing, it just shouldn't be excused. Born in a system that just wanna see me break. They set us up to fail, don't think it was a mistake. They always lie straight to our face, fill us with hate, and then make it seem like it's my fault I'm in this place. Walking over all this blood and tears. I don't understand why they want me to live in fear. Fighting for the rights America don't wanna hear. I'm trying to paint you a picture so you can see it clear. They don't ever wanna show respect for all my sisters and my brothers. Why are we taught that we gotta go against each other? They wanna see us struggle, love to see us in the gutter, so that's why we gotta change America with one another.
America full of people trying to set us up to fail. I pray I go to heaven cause I'm living here in hell. We shackled up in chains, but we not in jail. The only way you get treated fair if your skin color is pale. The world moving fast like the time on the clock. Every day on the news somebody shot by a cop. Got homeless people laying down on every other block. Little boy can't even read, but he's holding around the Glock. Life is like a game and I just really wanna win. The people that I love, they all locked down in the pen, trying to bring us back to slavery, but we already been hard trying to live righteous in this life that's full of sin. Feel like I never win. They just want us to lose. It's 2017, they don't go by the golden rule. The way they treat us wrong and it's downright cruel. We the ones that built America, still working like news.
Help them, not one another. Those with privilege still have a place to be safe and still play. Our children are out here getting shot every day. No conviction, no hoodies, our wardrobe has restrictions. Sons dying, mothers have conniptions, and we're told it's not our place to have a say. Police try police for murder, ain't nothing absurd, and we're told it's okay. It's okay because it's us and not them. It's okay that even we know it won't last in the end. It's okay because their constitution protects them in the end. And even when we're poor and we have nowhere to live, no matter what, they still have their white privilege.
Claim to be pro-life but don't care about mine. Would rather have women suffer than see poor children cry. Would rather hear people die than listen to the other side. Would rather be bigoted than have their ideas debated. Would rather stay hateful than educated. Yeah.
They disrespect our women in America. 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 They disrespect our women in America. America. America.
So much chaos. There is many to blame, only the select few feel the same. So many people are dying and the children are crying. How do we know who's lying?
Where is the truth in America? America. America. Where is the truth in America? America. America. We're gonna resist in America. 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 We're gonna resist in America. 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 We're gonna fight back in America. 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 We're gonna fight back in America.
Every time a fist is raised, it means defiance. It is a story of physical, mental, or spiritual pain. That fist is not empty, for it holds that pain, whether it be for someone else or for yourself. It is a physical representation of struggle, and that you're tired of being scared, tormented, violated, that you're tired of living without hope, compassion, or change. I've been raised around so many great things in life, and I'm lucky to be living in a progressive community. I can't name a single person that I consider my family not an activist. My community has participated in marches, meetings, rallies, and protests. They have sacrificed their rivers of life to create my ocean of creativity. And that's somewhat of a burden, but it's a burden that I'm willing to take. I can't just waste that opportunity that they gave me, and I'm not willing to let them down. Being an activist changes the way you think and the way you observe. It changes the way you act and the way you live. At the end of the day, there are one of two things that happen after participating in an act of resistance. It's either you change activism or activism changes you.
Someone sang for me. Someone pray for me. Someone march for me. Someone suffered and died for me, and they didn't